What is going on, everyone? This is Nero, and today for you some Domination gameplay on the map Arkaden using the silent KSG. I got Extreme Petitioning on, I got Blast Shield on, and I have Ninja Pro on. So you're looking at this gameplay, you guys may be kind of confused while you're looking at this. You notice I have no minimap, you notice I have no crosshairs, you notice I just died in like one bullet. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am playing hardcore mode. And I wanted to make a video kind of discussing the fundamental differences between the hardcore and the regular playlist, and I want to try and do it from a non-biased standpoint because typically I'm a core player. Typically I do not play hardcore very often, and there's honestly there's been debates. You know, it's like an age-old debate in Call of Duty, which takes quote-unquote more skill. Hardcore mode does it take more skill compared to regular, and I can argue it from both standpoints. You know, I'm the kind of person that, you know, I should be on, if I were in high school I could be on a debate team because, you know, whatever side I'm on, I can argue it to death and make it sound like the most valid, perfect argument. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to paint one game mode in one light because I know, even though I typically post regular gameplay, I have a bunch of hardcore fans. Not hardcore fans in the sense that they love my stuff, but in the sense that they play hardcore mode. And I've actually gotten a bunch of requests to see how I would do in hardcore mode. When I would post old Moabs and stuff, people would be like, yeah, well, you couldn't do this in hardcore mode. Hardcore mode takes more skill, things like that. So I'm going to break this down for you. From my standpoint, I've been playing hardcore domination this week only. This week is the first time I've actually tried hardcore domination. Now, it actually started as a joke. I was sitting there playing with SB Cypher, and I think it might have been only him. I might have had 2 subscribers in here with me. And we're just talking, and I'm like, alright, so what game mode? And Cypher just jokingly says, you know, hardcore ricochet domination. And I'm like, okay. So I push in there, and he's like, I was just joking. I'm like, you know what? I want to try it regardless. And the first game, it was 3 of us. It was myself, Cypher, and a subscriber, and we all got north of 40 kills. It was a bootleg, and I was using the silent KSG just like this, but it wasn't as good of a game as this. I think I was actually going like somewhere in the ballpark of like 45 and 13 or something with silent KSG, and I thought that was kind of cool. And this is the very next game. This is the second game of hardcore domination we have played. It's the exact same lobby. We're doing just as fine. I'm using a silent KSG, and the reason I use a silencer, I mean, even in hardcore, the KSG is not really that good. It really isn't. You will sometimes get hit markers. You shoot someone accidentally down there in their foot, you will get a hit marker. You know, that kind of thing. You need to still be accurate with your shotgun. So I was using a silencer just because how often do you use a silent KSG? Do you try using a silent KSG in regular playlist? It ain't gonna work. You're gonna get torn apart. But this game, you know, I have, you know, well over a 10 KD in this game, only using a silent KSG. I'm using support kill streaks, and yeah, I still do this. I found hardcore. The best kill streak setup probably to use would be UAV with ballistic vest in the special, or the support playlist, the support strike package. I feel as though that's the best way because, one, you are at a severe advantage against your enemy if you have a UAV up. You're also in hardcore, I think this is pretty much well known, but for those of you who don't play hardcore and this is somewhat interesting you really benefit from having ballistic vest on hardcore mode. It makes it so well. If I'm going up against another shotgunner here while playing hardcore, then I'll be okay. Because I'll take that one shotgun blast. If I go up against a sniper in hardcore, I will take one shot to the chest in hardcore if I have a ballistic vest on. Ballistic vests are really good in hardcore, so that's why we're all using this. I'm not using this, you know, to kind of be like one of those douches. Everyone use support and give me a ballistic vest. No, we all agreed to do this because it was very, very beneficial to us. And I do rather well because, see right there, I ate a bunch of bullets, turned the corner, I'm still alive. I'm just making the run because I don't know where the guy was coming from. I don't know what's happening. So in terms of hardcore mode versus core, some of the things I've noticed, like I said, I'm trying to do this from a completely unbiased standpoint that I can kind of give my honest opinion to you guys. I have found that hardcore domination is, in fact, more competitive than regular domination. That's coming from typically a core player. I have found hardcore domination, people play the objective much more. We actually got this game on Arkaden where the other team was so hell-bent on defending the flags. It was ridiculous. We were having the hardest time getting the flag, and I think they had 197 and we had like 180 something, and we capped C here in Arkaden with the trip cap, and we ended up coming back to win 200 to 199. It was a great game in that light. Yeah, it was pretty cool. We all really enjoyed playing that, and it was like one of those, yes, because we couldn't really tell. I mean, unless you're randomly spamming the back button, you're not gonna be able to find out whether or not what the score is, or what your KD is. I mean, when you play this game mode, you don't seem to pay that much attention to the score. You don't seem to pay that much attention to your own score line, and it's really cool in that sense. And all it focuses on is just put you focusing on the flags, focusing on what the objective is, and it's really nice. People play the objective. I mean, look at this. We're being tri-capped right now. I wasn't going to cap C, but I wanted to run up into here real quick because I wasn't sure whether or not they were going to be coming through, and sure enough, there it was. They heard losing C, so they decided to come at me. I pick up that kill. Now I'm going to come back down and help them actually capture the C flag. Just little nuances like that, where it's a really, really team-based game mode. I mean, look how many ballistic vests are on the ground. It's a really great team-based game mode in that sense, and I really enjoy it. One thing I dislike about hardcore is that grenade launchers are very prevalent. Grenade launchers, which I've used these myself. I mean, you can't beat them, join them. XM25 is very prevalent in hardcore mode. People use that in hardcore domination, especially to defend flags. They hear losing B, they'll just turn the corner and pop a tube over there, and it will take them out. Just because hardcore mode. Even if I have blast shield on right here, I put on blast shield because we were dealing with a couple tubers in the previous game. Blast shield doesn't really affect you that much in hardcore mode. It doesn't overly help that much. So in that light, grenade launchers are very prevalent, but it's not. I'm okay with that. I don't know why I'm okay with that, but I mean, I'm not loving it, but I don't rage about it as much as I would, dying to, a guy with like an ACR in core. And there's a collateral right there. I don't know. I'm weird that way, I guess. It just doesn't seem to bother me. I think it doesn't bother me because I come from a World of War background. If you guys don't know, I'm gonna break this down real quick. In Call of Duty World of War, we played mainly nothing but search and destroy. That's really what we played, and every day for a while, we would switch back between core and hardcore because we enjoyed them both. I'd say overall in search and destroy, which I loved World of War because they had custom leaderboards to every game mode and all that. I'm gonna say overall, I had 7 days of regular search and destroy in World of War played, and I think I had 8 days of hardcore search and destroy played. In hardcore search and destroy, of course, there's gonna be a bunch of noob tubers, there's a bunch of grenade launchers, spawn tubes, things like that, and I was one of them too. I did it too because it was fun to do, spawn tubing and all that. And yeah, so I'm okay dying by grenade launchers in hardcore mode. I'm okay with dying with grenade launchers in general. I don't really get annoyed by it unless it's Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 just hits that button on me. So what I've covered so far is I feel as though hardcore domination is way more competitive. It really is. People fight for the flag so much more in my experience. I'm not a big fan, but I get tubed a lot, which it's not that bad. It's not that big a deal, but you do get tubed a lot when you play hardcore. One thing I've noticed, and I'm gonna try and be as unbiased about this as I can, but I feel as though, in my honest to goodness opinion, that hardcore domination is in fact easier than regular domination. I'm going to break this down for you. In hardcore domination, it takes 1 to 2 bullets to kill. That means someone with great map awareness, someone that has a good shot, someone who knows what guns fit what situation, that kind of scenarios, that person can do a lot better. And the reason they do a lot better is because it only takes 1 or 2 bullets to kill in most given situations. When you're playing a regular playlist, like let's say I'm trying to run around the KSG in regular, the number of hit markers I'm going to get with this KSG is going to be much higher than that when I'm playing hardcore. That will cause me to get a hit marker, that person sprays me down, then I'm down. But in this, since it's only like 1 bullet to kill, I take them out. I mean, let's say for example, a couple of guns I've been using pretty frequently in hardcore. I actually got a Moab using this. I was using a PM9, but I didn't use PM9 the whole time. I was picking up some other guns, but I was using a PM9. And while it is buffed, while it does have less recoil, it's still by no means an amazing gun. And I'm sniping people with this gun. One thing we did since this weekend, the weekend I recorded this gameplay, has actually been double weapon XP, is my team and I, we were running around in an effort to rank up quickly. This is a good tip for those of you who have double weapon XP and you're trying to rank up very fast. We were only using our pistols. The 5.7 was amazing, USP was amazing, the Python, the MP412, those are the 4 guns I mastered in this little play session right here, and it's because it's double weapon XP. It takes maybe 50 kills with your pistol to master that, and you get 10,000 points for mastering it, which helps you definitely rank up a lot faster, which is what we thought going into it. And the MP412 is like a one-shot kill at any range. It's a pistol, mind you. I mean, the MP7 is like, or not the MP7, the PP90 or P99 pistol is actually, it's very close. It's like a 2 hit shot kill at long ranges, one shot kill at close ranges. Right here, I'm using the P99 right here. Oh, I don't even get the kill. But it's very nice. It's very nice. Using the pistol, so I'd say overall it's easier. Hardcore domination is easier than regular domination in that sense. People, for whatever reason, don't seem to shoot down air support in hardcore. Maybe that's just the lobbies I've been getting into. But in the past 2 days I've only played hardcore domination for 2 days. Not 2 days playtime, but just in the past 2 days we've had like a couple of play sessions in hardcore domination. I've reached nearly 2,000 kills in this playlist in hardcore domination, and that's only in 2 days because the kills are so simple, they're so easy to get, and if you're, it definitely rewards you. I feel as though if you're a better player, there's no BS, there's no people eating your bullets. You know, people don't be seeming to shoot down air support as much. Final score 43-3, by the way. It just seems like a much more enjoyable game mode, and I really like it. And you guys may have heard about it, you guys may have seen it on Twitter. But basically, when we play hardcore, we use, you know, UAV and ballistic vests. Well, the map Dome popped up. I decided to put on some assault streaks. I got 111 kills. And you guys will be seeing that gameplay in the very near future. So if you guys could let me know in the comment section below, what is your experiences in Modern Warfare 3 with the hardcore playlist versus the standard playlist? Let me know which one you prefer. Like I said, I'm not trying to knock either one, but I enjoy playing hardcore, but I feel as though it's a little bit easier. And that's my stand on which game mode is easier, which game mode takes more skill. I do feel as though hardcore takes more skill. And that's why I think it's easier, because I'm not trying to toot my horn, but I do feel as though I'm an above average player. I'm not going to try and make myself sound like a douche, but I do feel as though I'm an above average player, and you know, I get rewarded for that when I play hardcore domination. Now, I still like standard search and destroy, I still like standard, you know, kill confirm, things like that, but hardcore domination is fun. So you guys go ahead and let me know in the comment section below what your experiences with it. Remember, rate this video wherever you guys feel it deserves, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful